Hello everybody and welcome to Darkweaver TV and the ultimate tutorial for England. Welcome guys, gals, girls, gays, others, purple spotted hippopotamuses, Muslims, Jews, Christians, Gentiles, welcome. Here we are with episode 3 of the ultimate guide to England. Today on Darkweaver TV, we should hopefully have the entire destruction of France. Perhaps our first crusade. So here we go. We're going to finish out this turn from the last of episode 2. Excuse me one moment. So we're just going to go through and check all of our settlements, make sure that everything is in tip-top shape. I've got myself a shot of Stoli here with a little chaser Dr. Pepper. Yes, I use a chaser. I did enough of my straight shooting of alcohol when I was a kid. I kind of ruined it. I think when I was 15 or 16 drinking whiskey out of a plastic bottle. Black Velvet. Oof. We call it Black Nasty. But anyways, that kind of ruined my stomach. And now I prefer chasers. So where we left off, we had just finally destroyed Scotland. Finally, we got our alliance with the Pope, which we were waiting on in order to destroy Scotland. And now we are setting our sights upon Ireland. Now that we are nice, safe, we're setting our sights upon Ireland, and I do believe that I'm going to use King Henry in order to conquer Ireland. I want my king to have the best traits. We're going to use him in as many battles as possible. That way, when his heirs come of age, they get some good traits. Oh, look, he already dislikes the Scots. And then we are going to prepare for the invasion of France. I don't think we'll one-turn them. At least we're allied with the Pope. We don't need to one-turn them. But we are going to call a crusade as soon as possible. And we're going to utilize that crusade for some free upkeep. I'll show you some tips and tricks. Excuse me, that Stoli's getting me. Tips and tricks pertaining to the crusade and how to gain some free upkeep, some free florins doing that. And as much as I would like to call a crusade on Jerusalem, let's do a quick toggle foul. This isn't for my eyes, but for yours, so you can see the disparity, see what's going on in the world. If we look down at the bottom left here at the mini-map, looks like France only has 4 or 5 settlements, but we toggle fouled because, of course, we want to take Jerusalem eventually, but unfortunately right now the Crusader states hold Jerusalem. And we don't want to take Jerusalem from another Catholic faction, but worry not. The Crusader states always end up getting their butt kicked by Egypt, so that should happen sometime soon. Until then, we're going to call a nice minor crusade just to get things going, just to get some free troops, some free traits, some free movement bonus. And I think we're going to utilize this crusade to take Marrakesh down here at the bottom left and utilize this gold node. And they already have a merchant sitting on it, generating nothing. But anyways, let's get rid of this toggle foul, because I really don't want to look at it. I want to try and do this as genuinely as possible. And we are going to finish out this turn from the end of episode 2. We've got our longbowmen over here in our staging area, London, where we are recruiting all of the priests necessary, because we're going to send all of our priests down to Muslim territories. Excuse me, Muslim is the, I think, the respectful way to say it. And we're going to convert them all. So let's see, we got that, we got our longbowmen, we've got a staging area here. We are going to send all of these troops actually here. And send our king, who's going to meet up here, with some ships that we have going up there. However, that seems a little bit long for me. I'll probably recruit a mercenary ship to head over there. Over here at Aberdeen, I sent all my feared spearmen out of there to connect with my king, and I'm sending some militia up there to make sure that that upkeep is okay. It's okay to have bad upkeep for one turn. They might riot a little bit, But that's okay. That'll be quelled fairly quickly. Aside from that, most of our spies died in the last episode, unfortunately. Like I said, normally you would just sit there and Control S, send the spy, Control L if it doesn't work, but we're going to do this legit. So we have our one spy left heading down. Oh, we do have a second over here. We have Grant in Antwerp. Speaking of Grant, I think, yes, he has movement points left. We're going to send him down into France just to keep an eye on things and see what they have going. Ooh, we've got some considerable armies around Reims. 95%, 95, 95. Well, let's check out this army real quick. Hopefully he doesn't die with a 5% chance of death. And this will be one of the rare times that I actually show you a cutscene. Normally I skip right through these. We'll turn that volume up so you guys can hear everything. Alright, Grant, well done. You're a billman now. I'm not sure how that makes sense, because France doesn't even really have billmen. But there we are. Alright, Grant. Great job, great work. Turn that down. That's a little bit heavy on my ears. Hopefully you guys can still hear it. We've got a diplomat heading back down to the Pope, because the diplomat that secured the alliance with the Pope is now going to go all the way around and sell trade rights and map information to everybody else, and then eventually get more map information. But this other diplomat that I'm sending to the Pope, you know, may as well use him and see if we can't get map information from France, just because. See if they'll trade it. They want 470 florins. Let's make a counter offer here. I'm gonna really screw with them. See if they'll accept 100 florins. 260. Guess what? This is how you haggle. Accepted. Oui. Yes, I do. Great. Now we know for sure, if you look at the mini-map down here, where all of France's territories are. Hopefully they don't conquer any more, because I do want to try and take them down as soon as possible and without getting excommunicated. Anyways, this diplomat will be on his way to Rome to maintain relations. So we do need good relations to call our first crusade soon enough. It may be possible right now, but I am going to wait 1 or 2 turns. I'm going to recruit some extra priests, get them all staged up. Aside from that, we are on our way to Ireland to conquer it, and then to take out the rest of France.
Yes, Your Highness.
And some of Canterbury. Alrighty.
Too late for talk now. Hail, my king.
Now, I do know that I want to take this general eventually and give the Dukedom of Normandy to my king or my prince. And the real prince, not the Duke sitting here who will die soon enough. But that'll be in due time. Until then, let's see. We are converting Inverness to a town. We are converting Caernarvon to a town as soon as this brothel is done. And Caen may eventually become a town. Caen, Con, whatever. But anyways, I think we're all squared up to end this turn. Let's Control S just in case any glitches happen in the meantime and see what happens. We're hoping that France doesn't attack me too soon, but we'll see. Now, I do apologize. In some of my other videos, I have... Oh, the HRE sent a spy into Antwerp. Unfortunately, we sent Grant out of there. If we had a spy in there, that would have made it much more difficult for that spy to enter. As I covered in my last video, that's one of the tips and tricks about spies. When you keep spies within your settlements, it makes it much more difficult for the enemy to put spies in there. The King of Scotland is dead. Of course, I killed him myself. I already know this. One of those little glitches with stainless steel. Sometimes they send multiple messages. Another general for Stephen de Blais. We'll take him. Do not even mind. He's in Bruges. We're We're calling it Bruges from now on. By the way, I think I covered that in the last video. Send an emissary to the Kingdom of Hungary. Okay.
Your Majesty.
Okay, fine. We'll send him right over there.
Sire.
You know, I shouldn't have sent him that far because I might run into a Hungarian army on the way. So I'm going to take this nice and slow. And look at that. We're going to hit, by the way, backspace is what you want to use in order to stop your troops or your units from moving. I hit backspace, and here we are.
Without question, sire.
We have a Hungarian family member that we can engage in diplomacy with. Now, before I do that, I always like to check all of my building queues, all of my faction announcements, before I do anything of that sort. Let's see, new member, Andrew of Scotland. Oh, I guess he's already married. Anyways, King Henry got the Dukedom of Edinburgh, which is nice. Nice little tax selection there. Other than that, nothing too important. And we're not going to exit out of those faction announcements or the construction report in case we have to look at them later. Now, looky here. We've got a drill square at Nottingham completed, so we're going to check that out, see what we can recruit. Look at that. We've got men-at-arms, Northern Sergeants. We're going to recruit one of each because if you look here, the unit pool is at maximum. So if you don't recruit them, they're not going to generate anyways. So we're going to recruit those and make sure that we are getting the maximum amount of good troops possible. Here's our recruitment report. Spear militia, etc. We've got some spies being recruited in London. New diplomat at Bruges, excuse me. Rightio, there's our diplomat that we were waiting on forever.
Orders, sire.
And we are sending him down into Spain. We're going to get some map info, some alliances from the Kingdom of Aragon. Speaking of Aragon, there we go. There's a cardinal promoted for them. Good for them. Relations improved with the Papal States. Outstanding. Look at that. See, so when you recruit a priest or build a chapel or anything like that, it typically raises your relations with the Papal States. So I went from 7 crosses to 8 crosses, which almost guarantees that I'll be able to call a crusade. And I'm not entirely sure that I want to do that right now. You know, we may as well. We'll see. End of turn report. Here we are. Oh, we're only number 2 on production. Number 3 overall already. Look at that. Kingdom of Scotland destroyed. Yes, I know. It happened by my own hand. You know what? Let's do it. Let's call that crusade. Until we can call a crusade on Jerusalem, we're not going to worry about it. We are going to call a crusade on, let's say, Grenada. Pope has called a crusade. And this is what we are going to do. We are going to get some free upkeep
Hail, my king.
by having our men
Sire.
join the crusade. For now. Now, we're going to have them join the crusade, yes, against a neutral faction, and just squat here. I'll take all those troops. Why not? And you're just going to stay there.
Honor, sire.
Now, you might be wondering why I'm doing this. Won't your troops desert you? Well, I'll show you as the next turn passes. They will not desert me, because as long as you leave and rejoin the crusade, every turn, it resets that desertion tick. Aside from that,
Hail, my king.
a great option that we have is to exploit this crusade. So every time you join the crusade, it gives your general a chevron of chivalry. But if we sit here and spam leave and join the crusade, we can get all the way up to Stephen the Saint. Many call this an exploit, and oh, it totally is. But there we go. Saintly ruler, plus 5 chivalry, plus 3 authority. And he's going to sit there. Now,
Honor, sire.
I'm going to take the rest of these troops over here.
Yes, sire.
And I'm going to take these generals
The enemy, sire.
and join the crusade with them
Hail,
as
my
well.
king. Sire. My lord. Sire.
As well as with their troops. We'll go right there
Hail,
because
my
the
king.
crusading army has more movement points. Now, Stephen de Blais, you're going to join the crusade and leave it. multiple times until I get all of that chivalry. And like I explained earlier, I do personally prefer chivalry over dread. Dread is, it does have an edge in battle. But strategically, not tactically, mind you, because there is a difference between strategy and tactics. Strategy is your overall strategy, whereas tactics happens or tends to be related to the battlefield itself. So,
Hail, my king.
we're going to send
Hail,
Stephen
my
back
king. My lord.
with his troops.
Orders.
Oh,
Sire. Orders. Orders. My lord. Sire. Aye,
we're going
lord.
to split them up.
Orders.
There we go.
Yes, sire.
They're right there back in Antwerp.
Yes. Hail, my
You're
king.
going back in there. You're going there. And you,
We're combining into a huge force,
excuse me,
sire.
I think we need a couple more troops here. Maybe one more? Yes, there we go.
Combining forces,
Howard
sire.
Trollope. You are going to be Howard the Saint. There we go, Howard the Saint. The rest of you,
Orders. Sire.
go ahead and join
Yes,
up
sire.
there.
Hail, my
Howard, In fact, Howard, I think I'm just going to use you to set watchtowers for now. So we're gonna set watchtowers
king.
here
With honor, sire. Yes, my liege.
and here.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands. Yes, my liege.
Oh, I'm sure it
This
will.
tower will keep vigil over orders. Sire.
Now, let's go ahead
Your will,
and
sire.
see if we can't send you on the Crusade as well, at least temporarily.
My lord.
You know, we're going to
Orders.
recruit that mercenary just so that we can join the Crusade, because we need, in order to join the Crusade, and by the way, it's less for Jihad, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unit cards in order to join and leave the Crusade. Oh, and look at that. We've got plenty of troops available for Thomas the Honorable, soon to be Thomas the Saint. And then we're just going to beef this up, of course, because crusading armies have free upkeep. So now we can send all these mercs down to Renee. We're spreading everything out. Actually, you are going to go back with Thomas.
Hail, my king.
You can stay there.
Sire.
And now
Hail, my
you,
king.
Robert de Mowbray,
Orders.
are also
Assembling a
going to
mighty
join and
host
leave
of
the
your
Crusade
troops, sire.
repeatedly. Wow, look at his loyalty. He has no loyalty at all. Perhaps it's a glitch. Stainless steel does tend to be fairly glitchy. Feels disrespected. Ouch. So, that's honestly not a big deal. Take a sip of my Dr. Pepper here. Not a big deal that he feels disrespected. Because as long as we don't have him out in the
Hail,
field,
my king.
he won't rebel. If we just squat him in a city,
Honor, sire.
no rebellion possible.
My lord.
Last up, we are going...
Hail, my
Edward was
king.
supposed to go there. Good. We do have a general here.
Hail,
Edward,
my
you're going
king.
to Rottingham.
Hail, my king.
However, I may as well...
Yes, my liege. Assembling a mighty net. Combining forces, sire.
Yeah, we're going to recruit some Gwent Raiders again, so that we are able to join this crusade and leave it. And we're going to sit here and stack traits on Edward the Honorable. Now, the cool thing is, you don't have to worry about desertion with generals, right? You can have them join the crusade and then
Hail, my
sit there the
king.
entire time, and they will
Leading
never,
the rest
ever
of the
desert.
force, sire. My lord. Sire.
Now, the reason that we want
Combining
chivalry
forces.
is because chivalry increases the population growth of our settlements. I guess I'll show you an example in a minute. The other cool thing about this is that we're going to have so many troops available that there's no way that France would even consider attacking us.
Yes, my liege.
Fleet ready, sire. Yes, sir. Full sails.
We'll send just these guys down here
Yes, sire.
to link up.
Leaving the boat, sire. Orders.
And that way, I don't think France will be very tempted to attack. We've got the HRE over here going for Groningen. See that little spot right there. That's where the city is.
Ships ready.
We've got some ships heading over here.
A fine day to sail.
Oh,
Aye, sire.
goodness. Ain't that annoying.
As you wish.
Aberdeen is set. Oh, good. We can recruit Spear Militia. Conversion going on here. Speaking of, let's check on London. We're going to recruit extra spies. Speaking of spies, why did I waste
Fleet ready, sire.
those movement points on that ship? Well, that's all right. We're going to take this spy,
Full
Where to, sire?
these spies. We're going to send them down here into France to get some training. Now, in order to train your spies, you're going to want to use them, as I mentioned in our last video, on
I'll rip off your head and spit down
lesser
your
armies. So your spy will be more effective the less units that an army contains, and also the less traits that, say, an agent contains. So Joachim Langman here only has 3 traits, so spies would be more or less effective against him. But if he was a max out merchant, it would be very difficult for our spy to check him out. There's Bernardo. He's only got 2. We may as well use Bernardo
Where to?
Ships ready.
as our conduit for training these spies. Look at that, 58%, 67% on that rebel captain. Oh,
Where to,
tough, tough,
sire?
tough. Tough, tough, tough.
Sire.
Well,
Where to, sire? Sire.
I'd say full send. Let's full send it. Hopefully he doesn't die. Nice. Very good, very good. And we got some. Here, let me get rid of some of this stuff. We got some trade increases.
Where to,
Inconspicuous, huh?
sire?
Likewise with you. Trial by fire. If you die, you die. Well, ain't that nice? He didn't die. Very nice.
Spy theirs. Where to, sire?
Grant Stafford, we want you to keep an eye on the rest of France and make sure that nothing is going on here. Let's see here. We'll send you down south towards Clermont. No, you're one of our better spies. We're actually going to keep you here in order
Sire.
to use you later. Now we're going to spy on this French family member here.
With discretion, sire.
Hopefully you don't die.
Investigating.
Very nice, he didn't die. But he also didn't get a trade increase, which is not ideal. Alrighty then. We'll keep him there for now. So we've got all these armies on Crusade because they are now generating free upkeep. Our army upkeep has reduced considerably. We are going to be generating tons of florins. Rightio, he's there. Ah, yes, our miles that we were retraining. So check this out. We're going to send our miles here that are all depleted down to Nottingham. And we're going to, this is a big tip for you guys, make sure you're paying attention here when you are retraining. Instead of going in here and retraining these units, well, we can't anyways, what we are going to do before we retrain them is take these experienced ones that have a full unit and a silver chevron and drag them over into our less experienced units. Boom. Giving them some extra experience. Now these miles have, rather than 1, 2 chevrons. Same with these. They now have a nice chevron of experience. We're going to drag him in here. No chevrons, but no matter. That is no big deal.
Aye, sire.
So anyways, let's bring this ship here. That's carrying all of our fitted spearmen
Ships ready.
and connect them.
Yes, sir. Full sails. Fleet ready, sire.
Our king as well as the spearmen are going to go here.
Army ships ready.
All of our spearmen are here.
My lord.
Yes, sire. Yes.
You guys are going to link up
Yes.
with that ship over
I've
there.
tried whipping them, sire.
With the menace. Fleet ready, sire.
Where to, sire?
Duke
Hail,
Robert
my
can go ahead
king.
and squat Edinburgh for a minute, and we are sending this ship down here. Now I'm going to take my spy off the ship just in case he ends up getting killed.
Aye, sire.
We're going to send you down here,
Fleet ready, sire.
and you're going to link up with the rest of them.
Ships ready.
Rightio.
An order.
King Henry, you are ready to take Scotland. Now you might be wondering why, although I sent all of my other generals on Crusade,
Hail, my king.
Speaking of,
Sire. Orders.
later.
An
You might be
order.
wondering why I didn't send King Henry on Crusade yet. Well, because I am trying to take Dublin via some sketchy means, which I outlined in episodes 1 and 2.
Sire.
Very, very sketchy. I'm actually going to send some miles over here
Yes.
to connect up with the king.
March to exhaustion.
And we're using
sire.
all these troops for a crusade. May as well just
My lord.
make this simpler and easier.
Sire.
I'm not worried about the feared spearmen. They will eventually
Sire. My lord.
be abandoned. Radio. Okay, so we've got our king heading over to Ireland to conquer it, because we want to use him in as many battles as possible before his heirs come of age. Let's see. Gerard is age 9. Not too bad. Now, all we have to do to make sure that this douchebag, Edward the Saint, our adopted general, doesn't inherit the throne is make sure that... I shouldn't say make sure, since I'm not doing any Control-S, Control-L. We can't really make sure. But normally, in order to make sure that our Duke doesn't die before he comes of age, we would just Control-S before the end of every turn. That way, if on the next turn, Duke Robert dies before he comes of age, we can just load up the turn before and reset that possibility. But anyways, we are coming down here. We've got all these experienced troops. How nice, how beautiful.
My lord. Sire.
We're setting our spies down. As much as I'd love to use your movement points. You know what, Grant? Go ahead. Head down there. You're right. Now look at this. 25% chance. Now,
I shall continue to
as outlined in episode 2, when you have a low chance of success like that, especially when you have a great spy like Grant here, that means that either there is a spy in that settlement or the king or faction heir is in that settlement.
Yes.
Our diplomat here is already moving. Crusade called on Grenada.
Sire.
Now that we've moved just about everything, and mind you, we don't actually necessarily need to complete this crusade. I don't want Grenada at all. At all, I don't want it. There's no point. Why throw myself out of position like that? We are just using the crusade in order to gain free traits and movement bonuses. But anyways, there we go. We've got crusades going. We've got all of our spies and priests
Yes.
converging upon London. That way, when I do decide to take Marrakesh, we can send all of the priests with them and send them to Muslim lands in order to gain some traits. Oh, let's see. Yes, converting. Rightio. So we have our last diplomat here.
Yes,
We're
my
waiting on that. And here we are. Let's see if we can't sell trade rights. And maybe even an alliance to these Hungarians. We're going to do trade rights, map info, and we are going to sell it for a regular tribute of, let's say, let's up the ante here. 500 for 4 turn. Let's see what they have to say about that.
I do not think you would accept
1390. You know, I'll take that. I'll take that single payment.
a fair deal. Something else
And now
you'd
we'll
like to
offer an
suggest?
alliance and see if they accept. They accepted, and that's good because that will help increase our reputation with the rest of the factions.
That is all.
Ah, yes.
Farewell.
500 florins. Alliance
Yes,
announced.
my lord.
Where to next? Where to next, sir? I think you are going down to the
Without
Byzantine
question,
Empire.
sire.
Would be nice if we
Tomorrow's
could hit
journey
Hungary on
planned
the
out,
way.
sire.
Yes, tomorrow's journey planned out. Indeed. Rightio.
Yes, my lord.
Ah. Well, let's head on down to the Pope, and let's see if on the way we can't...
Yes, sire.
Ouch. Ain't that unfortunate.
Without question, sire.
See if we can't get
Yes, sire.
some map info from the
Tomorrow's
HRE,
journey
since we've
planned out,
already
sire.
sold our map information to them.
Ships
Aside
ready.
from that, I do believe that this next turn, turn 12, is done. It would be nice to get some more trade increases with the rest of our generals, but that's alright. We've got low tax rates in all of our cities. Stephen got Peter the Hermit. How nice. Look at that. That's a great trait. -2 from Squalor. So here, actually, let me show you. There's Stephen. He's got lots of chivalry. He's got all these delicious traits, such as... Wait, who got that trait? This Stephen got that trait. He got Peter the Hermit. And look at all that chivalry. So let's see what happens in Antwerp. We've got a 5.5% population growth here. And that's because of all the chivalry, mind you. So let's see what happens when we take Stephen out of here. And it's only got a 2.5%. So like I said in episode 2, you get a 0.5% of chivalry bonus per chivalry chevron. So now that we bring Stephen back in here, we've got a nice population growth boost, 5.5%. And that's how the AI, at least I think, other than coded cheating, that's how the AI maxes out their cities. But anyways, looks like we have everything in order, and we are moving on to the next turn. Let's see, we've got every diplomat moving. This one's moving down. We've got one heading to the Pope. We've got one heading to Spain. Eventually, I'll send one over here to Russia, Denmark, all of them. May need to wait for another large town for that one. You know what? Since the Crusade has been called, I'm not sure why I am even sending him to the Pope. We don't need one at the Pope right now. Now that the Crusade is called, we're going to send him to the HRE, and then we're sending him north, along a northern route, to get alliances, trade rights, map info from the rest of them, all these northern settlements. Now, the reason, again, that we are not too concerned about map info is it's not like we're invading the rest of these countries right now. We don't necessarily need the map info, so until then, we're just going to sell it all for tributes. Now, if you look down here at the bottom, it says diplomacy and tributes, income 1790. That's all the florins given to me through that diplomacy. Now, if we have plenty of tributes going, that will increase. But anyways, it looks like we have everything going just right for now. Let's Control S for glitching's sake. Make sure. Rightio. We are recruiting spies everywhere, especially in London, because that's where our best spies are going to come out of.
Fleet ready, sire.
Plenty of troops here with no army upkeep. We don't need to worry about them for now. Rightio. Let's Control S. Let's send that turn on. Oof. Control L. This is why you always Control S for the end of turn. Because I completely forgot about this spy.
Sire.
What spy? Where did you even come from? Oh, there we are. Oh. Looks like he can't make it there anyway. No big deal. Okay, new Control S. We are full sending that. Now, the cool thing is, because all of my southern settlements here along Normandy are on Crusade, France will not attack us because they're just sitting there squatting a crusade. And France cannot attack crusading armies. So that gives us some time to build troops, mass troops, and get ourselves in position to destroy France. Rightio. King of Scotland dead. Yep. Fatimid Caliph is dead. Send an emissary to the Kingdom of Denmark. Good on ya. Alrighty.
Your Majesty.
Well, let's check the rest. Like I said, check everything else. Look at all of these factions that have joined. Ain't that good for them? Oh, you're at Antwerp. Ain't that nice? Rightio. No big deal. We're not concerned with too many of those. Edward the Saint is the Lord High Marshal. Ain't that fun? Got our men-at-arms, everything at Nottingham. And we are actually going to send
Your Majesty.
My lord.
these Norman sergeants
Sire.
and all these boys
My lord.
down here.
As you wish. Hail, my king.
Orders.
To connect.
Sire.
That should be enough extra movement
Hail
points. Let's
my
control
king.
S just in case. And make sure. We're going to leave and join the Crusade. Again, the reason for that is that it makes sure that none of our troops desert. Notice that I didn't get any notices for desertion, even though none of these guys are actually heading towards the Crusade. And that is just fine. That is the intent.
Aye, sire.
We're sending our ships down here to connect, just in case. Now, the first thing we're going to do, actually, at least on my turn,
Command me, sire. Marching, sir.
I guess we do have to wait for ships.
Ships ready.
Oh, ain't that nice.
An order.
Aye, sire. Yes, sir. Full
First
sail.
thing we're going to do is actually leave and join the Crusade with all of these armies to make sure
Sire.
that they don't rebel. And actually, since you've joined the
Hail,
Crusade
my
and you have
king.
extra movement points, let's go ahead and have you setting some
Leading the rest
watchtowers.
of the force, sire. Yes,
Maybe
my
just one per
liege.
turn, and like I said
This
earlier,
tower
if you
will
don't
be
move your
vigil over
generals
the land.
at all
Hail, my
during the
king.
turn, they have a chance to get some negative traits. So we're going to leave and join. May as well recruit some mercenaries just because they're free. They have completely free upkeep. No big deal. We're
Hail, my
recruiting them
king.
only because of that free
Hail,
upkeep.
my king.
We're setting a watchtower so
Leading
we
the
can
rest
see
of the
everything.
force, sire.
And we're sending you back with your supposedly crusading army.
Yes, my liege. Hail, my king.
Likewise here with Stephen de Blais, leaving and joining.
With honor, sire.
And over
Hail,
here
my
with
king.
Stephen the Saint, leaving, joining. Very good.
Honor.
You,
Hail,
sir,
my
are
king.
still... Oh, we've got a watchtower there. Let's put a watchtower down here.
My liege. Yes, my liege. This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Wow, you've got a lot of movement points. Okay. Why not?
With honor, sire.
All right, Howard.
Yes, my liege. This tower will keep vigil
There,
over the
there.
lands.
Well,
Ships
all right,
ready.
Howard. Let's send you on a mission
Hail,
for
my
setting
king.
watchtowers since you're on Crusade.
Fleet ready, sire.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Full
yeah,
sail.
yeah.
Aye, sire.
We're heading there, we're heading there. We are waiting on conversions. What construction reports? Good, I didn't miss anything super important. In a minute, these grain exchanges are going to be very important because we're going to want plenty of merchants down in Marrakesh when we take it. For the time being, wow. Plenty of spies. Plenty of spies and priests. Agent limit reached on the priests. We're still recruiting spies. And speaking of spies, we've got to send them down south. Oh, wow. France is looking real prime. Look, they've taken Metz. That is not the most ideal thing. It means more territories for us to conquer. So, let's go ahead and send you towards Metz. We're going to have you get some training on the way. Never miss an opportunity. Trade increase.
Approaching
Indeed,
quiet.
indeed.
Where
And
to,
we'll send
sire?
you down. 90% chance, huh? Ain't that fun. Rightio. Take that 90% chance. Oh, and he died with a 90% chance. Ain't that fun?
Sire,
Ain't that real fun?
with discretion, sire.
Grant, we're sending you all the way down
I
there.
am spent, sire. I shall continue to where to,
Ships ready. Leaving the fleet.
sire. Where to, sire. Sire,
More spies for France. More. We want all the spies.
where to, sire.
All of the spies for
Where
France.
to, sire. Sire.
All of them. Alrighty. Everybody's at war with the Moorish Caliphate. No big deal. Now, mind you, while you're sitting here on Crusade, you want to keep an eye on the crusading target. And if you think that that target will be taken next turn, well then, I'll show you what to do. Anyways, until then, I think we've already burned this turn. Oh no, we have some diplomats to move.
Yes, my lord.
We're going to try for some map info with the Holy Roman Empire, see what they have to say.
Nine, this is not time to travel.
Well, let's try 500 florins. Accepted.
As extortionate as this meeting was disappointing.
Just so we have something to look at on the map. Anyways, we're sending you all the way up there.
Sire.
We are sending you down to Spain.
Yes, sire. Without question, sire. Tomorrow's journey planned out.
And
sire.
you.
Yes, my lord.
You. We're going to send you a little bit at a
Yes,
time in
sire.
case we run into other
Without
diplomats
question,
or
sire.
armies.
Yes, sire.
Papal States diplomat, no big deal.
Without
Don't really need you.
question, sire. Yes, sire.
Ah, the Venetians. Look at that.
Tomorrow's journey planned out, sire.
Yes. Kingdom of Scotland destroyed. What a
Hail,
surprise.
my king!
I actually think that we have some more movement points left in here, but we'll save those. Alrighty, I do believe that this turn is done with for now.
Yes, sire.
Ships ready.
Aside from you, and you are going to connect
We'll drop anchor.
with
Fleet
the
ready,
rest.
sire.
Oh, speaking of,
No more wind today, sire.
you need to be retrained as soon as possible. We'll send you back for retraining some other time. We can retrain them, and let's do that. Lippity, let's do that. And this will eventually be our army that we're sending down.
Where to, sire?
Ah, yes, Stephen.
Approaching
There we go.
quietly. Tomorrow's
There we
journey
go.
planned
There we
out,
go.
sire.
All right. Let's burn that turn.
Sire.
Let's get ready. We are just burning turns here. Burning turns. Hopefully, we'll be able to show you a battle sometime soon. A little sip of Dr. Pepper here.
The enemy has surrounded us. We are besieged.
That's very odd. Very, very odd. This town's ready to upgrade.
I'd welcome a trial by arms to end this feud.
We are
Hail,
going to
my
have to
king.
do something about that. But anyways,
Ships ready. Aye, sire. Combining naval.
Command me, sire. Orders. Move! We shall slaughter them, my lord. Besieging the cowards, my liege. Patiently awaiting.
very
to
good. We can have
breach
another
and
diplomat
butcher,
very soon.
sire.
We're going to do that town wall, and you can sit here and drag this to the front of the queue. So that is the next thing to be built. Small church in Bruges. That's good. That means another priest for us. Recruiting spies, priests, spies, priests.
Where
Another
to,
spy
sire?
here.
Ships ready. Aye, sire.
Taking the troops ashore, sire. Hail, my king.
Fleet ready.
Hail, my king.
Aye, sire.
Taking the troops ashore, sire.
We're just building
Hail,
watchtowers
my king.
all the way around
Yes, my
Ships ready.
everywhere
Taking the troops ashore, sire.
so we can see
Hail,
everything.
my king. Yes,
We're
my
utilizing these Crusade movement
tower.
points.
Aye, sire.
Did we check that construction report? And we did, and nothing happened. We have things building everywhere. Even the Papal States joined the Crusade. Ain't that nice?
Fleet ready, sire. Ships ready.
Wow,
Aye, sire.
so many movement points left.
Fleet ready, sire.
Actually, send
Aye,
you
sire.
back down here.
Splitting the fleet. Ships ready. Aye, sire. Ships ready.
Sire.
Sending our spies down into France.
Where to, sire?
Aye, sire.
Looking to establish new trade lanes, fine.
Send you back up there to the staging area. 95%, huh? Very nice. Nice little trade increase there.
Where to, sire? Sire.
95%.
Watching from the shadows, sire. Of course, sire.
Like I said,
Hail
first
my
thing you should
king.
actually be doing at the beginning of each turn is leaving and rejoining these crusades.
honor,
The
sire.
crusade.
Hail my
Making
king.
sure that your troops are not going to desert you
With honor, sire.
because you left them on
My
crusade
king.
without moving them. We've done Khan.
Hail my
Here we are,
king.
Stephen de Blais.
Sire. With honor, sire. Hail my king. Orders. Hail my king. Sire. With honor, sire.
Ah, yes. Miles were trained in Nottingham.
My lord.
Very nice. Look at that. See those chevrons there? This is why we use our most experienced possible unit in order to retrain. We drag them over into the lesser experienced unit, and it gives them extra chevrons. So now we have
My lord.
4 units of Miles that are very experienced. They'll end up going on down into France eventually. We have other spies to... oh, wow. This one really stinks. I guess we'll try him right here. The highest percentage chance. Very nice. That's something at least.
Discretion, sire.
Man, some of you guys really stink, huh?
Sire.
28% chance. Well, this is why we do what I call training.
Sire. Where to, sire?
This is why we do training.
Where to, sire?
Because we want to use them. Ouch. Big, big ouch. You really need to go and get retrained eventually. We'll do that at the last possible moment at the end of the crusade.
Fleet ready, sire.
Did I not move you? I forgot to move you at the end of last turn. My apologies. Well, here you are.
Taking the troops
Continue
ashore,
on
sire.
your journey,
Hail
setting
my
watchtowers
king.
everywhere.
Yes, my liege.
Ships ready.
Everywhere
Taking the troops
possible.
ashore, sire.
Just
Hail
because.
my king.
Because I'm
Yes, my
OCD like that and I want to see.
Yes.
Radio.
Ships ready.
You're heading back over there. All these spies have been moved.
Sire.
Who is that? Humphrey? Well, let's finally try our luck over here in Metz. See if we can't get a spy in there. Why? Why do I just have the worst, the absolute worst luck with spies? That is really starting to get annoying.
Approaching quietly.
Hopefully Grant doesn't die.
Investigate.
Good. With a 64% chance to open the settlement. Problem is that we need spies everywhere, including northern France. And we have no spies in northern France. You're all going to have to go
I
over
shall
there.
Continue to
Aye, sire.
Big, big
Hail
ouch.
my king.
I think I left and rejoined. Yes, I did.
Honor, sire.
We have our diplomats heading up north
Your orders, sire. Without question, sire.
towards the kingdom
Tomorrow's
of
journey planned out,
Denmark.
sire.
this
Your
diplomat
Majesty.
here is heading
Yes, sire. Without question, sire.
towards Byzantium.
Yes, sire. Without
believe the
question,
settlement's right there.
sire. Tomorrow's journey planned out, sire.
This
Sire.
one is heading towards Aragon.
Is there
Hello.
something I can do for you, noble lord?
Let's go ahead and sell these. Let's do 504 turns, see what they have to say about that.
No, we will not accept.
So let's try 4 for 4.
Please, do not ask things we will not accept.
How about 4 for 3? Rather, 3 for 4. See if that looks better to you.
We cannot quite accept.
There we go. There's a straight 1,000 florins just for us.
This meeting was worse.
I'm not getting an alliance with Aragon because I do want Palma eventually. So we're heading down to the Kingdom of
Approaching
Leon.
their dignitary, sire.
Rightio, I do believe we are almost set for the invasion of France, which will commence as soon as this crusade is ready. As soon as it is almost done, we are going to be sending quite a few troops down. Until then,
Ships
I do
ready.
believe that we have
Command me, sire.
everything moving.
Approach to open negotiations.
Yes, my lord.
All right, we have everything. I wish our spies weren't dead. I wish we had spread them out more, but you know, it's not essential that we one turn France. As I mentioned earlier, we don't need to kill them in one turn. We're already allied with the Pope. We should be able to ignore 1 or 2 of his orders before getting excommunicated. We should be able to kill France before getting excommunicated. So we'll see how that works out for us. But anyways, good. More longbowmen. Max your recruiting. Plenty of extra feared spearmen, because we're going to use all of these guys to defend our lands once we take Marrakesh. Rightio. Oh, I've almost forgotten. We're going to need to do something about this bastard. This is going to be a fun battle. A very fun battle.
Hail, my king.
We're going to control S before we move, just in case we
As you
don't
will,
like
my
it.
king. To battle.
And actually, I'll be right back. I have to pee like a racehorse. I will be back. I'm going to cut the interim out so you guys aren't waiting for me. But when I come back, we will do this battle. Rightio, and we are back a little bit longer than I wanted to, but man, I couldn't concentrate for anything because I had to pee so badly. But anyways, let's get this battle going. I've got a shot of Stoli here. We're going to take that shot and we're going to do this battle. Cheers, mates. This is for you guys. Now, oh, very nice. Excuse me. Now, before any battle, we are always, first of all, we're going to control S before we move our troops to the battle, right? But then we are also going to manually save before every battle, because stainless steel is a very buggy mod, and there's a high chance that it could crash with each battle. So, we've got our save,
Glory await England, men.
and
Attack.
there we are. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to take care of these rebels. Man, it's really unfortunate. I left my settlements undefended because typically rebels don't attack. But it's no big deal. So we're going to go ahead and start battle. I do believe the rest of our troops are coming in from the backside. And there they are. Go ahead, get these guys over here, and we are going to connect our Duke here with the rest of our troops. So we're just going to run. Make sure that we connect with the rest of our troops over here. They're just walking, so I'm going to walk. Well, I'll run a little bit, get some more distance. Who is blowing up my phone? I just see so many text messages. Anyways. over here with our troops. Now we're going to put our cavalry in front of our spearmen so that they don't get charged. Let's slow that down. Let's get this going. We're going to go ahead and charge them. Remember, when we charge against other cavalry, we are holding down Alt before we double right click. Go ahead and get you guys running here. Always going to hold down Alt before we right click because it allows for a different charge. Hello, that is not going to be a good charge. Another lesson from episodes 1 and 2. So originally, if I hold down shift, by the way, when you hold down shift, you can see where your troops were intending to go, where you commanded them to go. Because they are moving to the side, that is going to ruin our charge. So I'm actually going to pull back for a new charge because that would not have been effective at all, especially with that rock in front of them. Very ineffective. And now we will do a new charge. Good on you, good on you. They're charging, but that's going to be an ineffective charge. Now, we always want our infantry to surround them. I really don't care if my Duke dies, but, you know.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, another tip. So if you're wondering what this is, something that took me at least a few years to learn, if you hold down right click and drag, it allows you to place your troops exactly where you want them. See this? Any angle, anything. So you do that. Obviously, they're going to be walking when you click, when you release your right click, they're going to be walking, but that's okay. You go ahead and either press R. Oh, I don't think R is the button. H is the button, apparently. And they will run. Oh, they've broken off. Not very good. Not very good. So we're going to send these guys down here. And make sure that they can't get a good charge off. And you're all going to attack them. You're going to attack them. We don't want these cavalry to get a good charge off. We want to keep them in place. We're going to see how you're doing here. This damn Duke Robert is a beast. He
Our
is
foolish general has thrown his life
was
away.
kicking ass.
Perhaps our chances of victory with it.
Well, he's dead. No matter. I am not at all concerned with that. Duke Robert was was old anyways. So our cavalry should be able to finish off the rest of those guys. Duke Robert's dead. I really don't mind. We'll just go ahead and leave him that way. Make sure you're attacking. Let's speed this up. Send you guys over here to help out. Keep following. Make sure that they're surrounded. Very unfortunate that Duke Robert died so early. I wasn't necessarily intending that, but again, oh well.
If we remain true and
One enemy
steadfast,
general's
victory
dead.
will be ours.
Good, they're celebrating. Let's go ahead and send you guys over there. I feel like there was something I was supposed to tell you guys. Something
Our army
very,
is tiring.
very pertinent. But that's alright. Unfortunate that Duke Robert died so early on.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Again, we're surrounding these men. Wow, these guys are really getting messed
The
up.
Lord, only half our force.
Though defeat is ours on this
No,
day,
no, no, no.
we have
I'm
nothing
sorry.
to shave
I'm
off.
trying to do this legit, but that is
The
such
cruel twist
bull
of fate
crap.
that snatched victory.
Bull crap. That is crapola. I honestly can't understand that. How did my Duke die so early? God, I hope this is the only time that you guys have to see me reload a battle in this game. In fact, let's... Yeah, no. We're going to have to do this on the map. I really hope that this is the only time that you guys have to see this happen. I won't accept defeat like that. That is just
Muster your courage,
absolutely
men.
ridiculous.
We march into battle.
Absolutely.
Units, await my order.
We're going to start you off over there, actually.
General's bodyguard, advance men.
Have them run, again, to get in between those cavalry and our infantry. I'm having my infantry walk because I really don't want them to lose any of their... Oh, what's it called? Stamina. We're actually going to have you guys... Where are you supposed to be headed to? Over there? Good. We're actually going to have you guys run. We are, again, holding... Ooh, sped up too quick. We are holding Alt. Look at that. See how the AI repositions their troops last second before the charge so that your charge is less effective? Yeah, they do that. It's cheap. So we're going to do the same thing anytime that they intend on doing this to our troops. This time we're going to send our cavalry back for another charge.
The battle is very much in our favor. If
Go.
we remain true and
Go, you
steadfast,
bastards.
victory
Jesus.
will be ours.
Units, double time. Units, move up.
Nice. Just enough range to charge them. Ooh, see how they're charging? Boom. General's bodyguard charging, so we're going to send them back so that that charge is not as effective, just like these cheap bastards did to us. Cool. They only killed a couple of units, a couple of troops. We'll go ahead and surround you. We're going to send you back for another charge. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I thought.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Well, it should be. I can't believe that these guys are just wrecking me so hard. Run after them. Don't get charged. Run. Run, 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 run.
Reform, you spineless women.
Let's go ahead and alternate our charge here. We're going to send you all the way through. Maybe they'll follow. Probably not. And alt charge at the next one. Of course. Hello. We have a charge here. So you guys are going to run this way and hopefully not get charged quite as hard. Getting some distance. Here we are.
Lord have mercy. We've lost half
Hold
of our
on.
men.
Pause. Alt right click. They're charging. Excellent. God, what a bastard. Good. One enemy general down. Finally. Goodness gracious, these generals are way too hardcore for me. Goodness. I can't I can. I wanted to say I can't believe that this is how difficult this battle is, but I can entirely. It's on very hard, very hard. The AI cheat. They're chasing my general. What are you guys doing running? May as well get ready to attack. Nice charge there. Honestly, again, if...
By St. George, our men have slain the enemy.
Well, I thought that
general.
was my Duke.
Without him is
I was not
this is a
concerned if
clear
my
victory
Duke
that
died
goes to
at
only
all.
men of great
I just didn't
virtue
want
and
to defeat.
valor.
But anyways, Duke Robert, good job. You survived the second go.
Glory, honor, victory.
Honestly, kind of wanted
Hail,
him
my
dead.
king.
Yes, my liege.
Rightio, rightio. Aside from that,
Fleet ready,
I do
sire.
believe that this turn is over with. Eventually, by the way, when we are ready to take France, we are going to position all of these crusading troops just outside of a French settlement, ready to take them out. We should, ideally, we have one army outside each French settlement, ready to take each of them. Hopefully we take them all in one turn,
Yes, my lord.
but it may not be possible.
An order.
Anyways, let's control S before the end of the turn. I do believe we have everything done. And let's get ready for these rebels to sally forth and another very difficult battle. Now, let's attribute that first loss to me not paying attention at all. You know me. You saw it in episode 2. I almost had a defeat because I put everything on 6 times speed and I wasn't paying attention. But we should be able to clean this up just fine. We're going to, again, save before every single battle. Always save on stainless steel.
There'll be no escaping us now. Attack!
Just in case there is a crash.
Our foes appear to be gaining the upper hand in this battle.
Oof. Instant pause because they've sallied forth. Wow, ain't that interesting. Okay, no big deal. We'll at least send you to here for now. We're only going to have you walk because it'll take a while. Now, you guys have seen the strategy before. If you're not, if this is the first episode that you're turning into, what we are doing is we allow them to sally forth because we have cavalry. And we can decimate these infantry with cavalry. Now, if towards the end of the battle, it doesn't feel that it doesn't seem like we can actually defeat all these infantry all at once, no matter. We will just take the city center because they won't be able to retreat to it in time. And you know what? Let's go ahead and take out those levy archers right away. Oof. Wrong ones to do it with. Well, let's see. Should have a nice little charge here. Very nice charge. The king is much more effective than the duke. Now that that charge is done, we are instantly sending them back for another charge before they get too committed to any form of melee combat. We've got some routers. Ooh. Sending you around. Go, 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 go. Get out of the way. And we're going to make sure that these guys don't make it back into the gates. And we are going to send you back for a new charge. We are saving our special ability rally troops at the bottom right. Look at that. Special ability rally troops. We are saving that for when we leave melee combat to give them what is it? I know that the rally troops gives them a small morale bonus, but it also tells them like, hey, what are you doing? Obey my commands. Good, these miles are impetuous. They finished them off. Let's take out those Gologliak. Gologliak. Anybody speak Celtic? Let me know. Send you back that way. Man, the micromanagement on this game can be insane sometimes. Hurry it up. Let's go. Send you back for another charge ASAP. Ippity ASAP. Send you for another charge on the Spear Militia. Let's have you charge those Irish Kerns. Send you back yet again. I don't think they got a good charge out of that. And that's real unfortunate. Get you out of there before you get too committed to melee combat. And send you back in. Yeah, half our force. Honestly, not too worried about it. Right past the Spear Militia. No big deal. We're charging these guys. Obliterating them.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Very good. Very good. Again, for the millionth time, make sure that they do not get engaged too heavily into melee combat. These guys are routing. We're going to go ahead and take care of them before they get back to the city center. Likewise with these guys.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Guys, I know how ugly and shoddy this looks. I know how dyslexic I am. Worry not, you will see the results in the end. The results speak for themselves, regardless of my crappy regurgitation of these lessons, of these tutorials, of these tactics and strategies. We will make this happen. The results will speak for themselves. Irish Kerns. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, go ahead and finish off them spearmen. Ooh, I almost held Alt right-click on that. We're going to do a genuine charge, not a Alt charge on these melee. They're shaken. Are they routing yet? They are routing. Good. We'll have them clean them up. We'll have you clean them up.
The walls
Good.
are no longer ours. The
Very
enemy have
good.
taken them.
Now, see how it says the routing ones? No. You want to make sure that you're right-clicking the non-routing units. Otherwise, you
Our
won't
army is
actually
tiring.
charge.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains.
Oh,
as
they're all
such.
routing. Make sure we attack the most forward unit, the one that is closest to the town square, in order...
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Oh,
It's time to
indeed.
press the attack.
Indeed. Time to just clean these guys up. Okay. We'll speed this up since we're cleaning up. We await your command, my lord. Alright. God, you guys stink. Come on. Catch him. Alright, you're not going to catch him, so I'm just going to wait for a nice little charge here. Do you have any troops left to kill? Do a little zoom. No, it's just that literally this last guy. Make your final stand.
By the grace of God, our foe is utterly vanquished.
How do you like that?
Let all who remember this day
How do you like them
remember it
apples?
as the day of our most glorious victory.
I don't know about the most glorious victory, but 'tis glorious indeed.
Such is the fate of all who oppose us. The settlement has fallen.
Again,
The spoils of war.
ladies, gents, germs, we are occupying because it is so close to our capital. Ouch, we got a heretic. That is not good. Ladies, gents, germs, we are occupying. We are going to send a couple of units of third men there. And we are sending the rest of you.
My king.
Hello.
Aye, sire. Sire, the fleet cannot sail there.
Hello, had to backspace. Didn't mean to click right there.
A fine day to sail.
We're going to
Set sail.
actually
Command me, sire.
set a nice little watchtower right there.
Yes. Nothing shall escape your notice.
Aye, sire. Yes, sir. Full sail. We'll drop
Nice little
until
port at
morning.
Nottingham. George de Bleu. Who's texting me? I hate my phone getting blown up like that. Mark Antony. Here we are. Look at this. Retinue expands. Mark Antony, the monk. We dedicated episodes 1 and 2 to my brother, Mark Antony Monarch Jr. in the hopes that a Mark Antony would pop up, and here we have it. Mark Antony Wildville. He has been recruited in London. Hopefully he'll become the Pope one day. I hope so. Longbowmen, all of that at Nottingham. Nottingham. Right? Nottingham.
Sire.
Sending the rest of you down here. Again, just like last time.
Hail, my king.
Leaving and rejoining.
Assembling a mighty host of your troops, sire.
You know, this is the perfect opportunity to show you another exploit. Many of you have probably seen this before. Look at this
My faith leads to
Ooh.
life everlasting.
decked out heretic. That would be terrible. The only way to kill this heretic without... if you use a priest, the priest will instantly be converted. In fact, Man, I missed my construction report. Didn't even show that Inverness has been converted. How glitchy. How annoying. Inverness has been converted. Caernarvon's on the way. Exeter has nothing left to build. Anyways, I'll do a little Control S. I'll show you. So on stainless steel, heretics are completely overpowered, unless you disable that or download a submod to disable it. But what happens is, if I take even John Fitzhenry here, who has great piety, and send him against him, boom, another heretic.
Heretic will not survive.
Only way to do it is with either a cardinal or an assassin, or this exploit that I am going to show you right now. So
Hail my king.
you want to make sure that every tile on every side of this guy is taken. Now, this is very difficult to do right here. Good. That's actually nice.
Sire. Yes. Orders. Yes, sire.
Trying to move this heretic.
As you wish.
Good. Good. Now, we want to
Hail
surround
my
the
king.
heretic completely. Imagine there are a total of 9 squares all around him, right? Including the one in the center. So you want to send him
Yes, my liege.
something
There is no
to
glory in hiding
every
like this, Lord.
My lord.
corner around him.
By your command.
Our forces are wealthy.
As you
Every
wish.
corner, every side.
Yes, sire. My lord. By your command. Sire. Yes.
And you'll take your last one and put it right into the center.
Yes,
And
sire.
there she blows. There she blows.
Hail my king. Sire. As you, my lord.
Send them all back in.
As you
Heretic's dead. He lost
order, my lord.
all potential for movement.
Hail my king.
Oof.
My lord.
Leaving and rejoining.
Hail my
Sending
king.
everything back in there except for that
Leaving the
one
rest of the sire.
who will probably end up deserting. No big deal. I don't care about him.
Fleet ready.
Let's move this guy. Keep him moving around.
Set sail.
Keep him
Hail my king.
setting up our watchtowers
My liege.
in every corner
Yes,
of the
my
land.
This tower will be vigilant.
Aye, sire. Taking the troops ashore, sire.
Hail my king.
And I think next turn we're actually going to, oh wow,
Taking the
finally
troops
head
ashore,
towards
sire.
Marrakesh.
Hail my king. Yes, my liege. This tower will keep vigil over the lands. Hail my king.
Taking the troops ashore, sire.
Hail my king.
We'll zoom
Yes,
in
my
on the map
liege.
here.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands. With honor, sire. Yes, my liege. This tower.
Aye, sire.
Hail my king.
We are sending you to wrap around
Fleet ready, sire.
everything.
Taking the troops ashore, sire.
Hail
Maybe I'm
my
wasting
king.
money. I don't think
Yes,
so.
my liege.
Aye, sire.
Call it my OCD. I want to be able to see everything on this map. Everything, everything, everything.
Yes, sir. Full sail.
Rightio.
Set sail.
Before we move anything, not under siege yet.
Hail my king.
That's okay.
Orders.
Leave and rejoin.
With honor, sire. Hail my king. Sire.
Leave and rejoin.
With honor, sire.
Y'all get the
Hail
gist.
my king. Orders.
We're leaving. We are rejoining.
With honor, sire.
We are making sure that
Hail my
our
king.
troops do not
Sire.
desert. Extra mercenary there.
Honor, sire.
Mercenary. Right, mercenaries. We've got mercenaries, my lord.
Hail my king.
Oh, Duke Robert.
Hail my king.
Back to Edinburgh with you. Who are... Yeah, Duke of York. Indeed.
Yes, my liege.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. Some more feared spearmen. They are feared. Definitely feared. Yes, next turn,
Orders. Hail my
we are
king.
ready to send you.
My lord.
Full send. Let's get these spies going.
Where to?
Let's make sure that they get trade increases. You know,
Sire. Where to, sire? Watching, sire.
Jesus Christ. How annoying.
Investigating with discretion, my lord. Can't spy there, sire. Where to, sire? Sire.
Do I even want to risk a 60% chance?
Approaching quietly. Watching.
I am so
Where
tired
to,
of this.
sire?
With a 72% chance, you'd think, right? You would think. But no. No, no, no.
Investigating with discretion.
No.
Of course.
72% chance, and they still get crapped on.
Sire.
And it is the most annoying thing possible. This is why we control S, control L.
Where to, sire?
Fleet ready, sire.
God.
Set sail.
Quite annoying, isn't it? Grant, do I even risk sending you out and back in? I think I do. Personally, I think I
Where
do.
to, sire?
90% chance.
Watching.
Goodbye, Grant. Goodbye. Goodbye. Again, all of our spies
Your Majesty.
are just dying every turn.
Yes, sire.
It's okay.
Tomorrow's journey planned out, sire.
I'm so peeved. But in the end, I'm
Yes,
not
my
concerned at all. Let's send you
Without question,
slowly,
sire.
bit by bit, in
Yes,
case we
sire.
run into...
Without question, sire.
Ah, a
Is there
Leonese
something I can
princess.
do for you?
Leonese. Trade rights, map info, regular tribute. Let's try 4 for 4. See what that does for us
I guess another suggestion for
with an
you.
alliance.
I see. Goodbye, Lord. It
Great.
has been
Sending
Yes,
you
sire.
on the way to the
Tomorrow's
Portuguese.
journey planned out,
And
sire.
there they are.
Your orders, sire. Yes.
Sending
my
you
lord.
over
Without
here
question, sire.
to something Byzantine.
Yes, sire. Yes,
Aha.
my lord.
What is it you would discuss?
Trade rights, map info, regular tribute. These guys have money. Let's try 4 for 5.
It seems we have these conclusions.
Indeed. Indeed. On to Turkey.
I cannot do that, sire.
So let's check our
I
tributes.
cannot do that, sire.
Oh, we'll see on the next turn. Diplomacy tributes, 800 per turn. Now that's excellent, isn't it? Every little bit counts. Look at the bottom right. We have so much income coming in. Again, we're building everywhere just because I don't mind at all that we are wasting florins on this. We're recruiting tons of troops in France because, just because. Radio. So we have diplomat there, diplomat down here at the bottom right. I shouldn't have risked it.
Father,
Yes.
I should have left my spy. That is all right. Radio, we're going to control S before the end of the turn. Make sure I didn't miss anything. And I did. What were you doing? What were you doing? Where were you moving to?
Ships ready.
I see. Linking
Joining
up.
the fleet, sire. Fleet ready, sire.
Radio.
You will have to fight us for these waters.
Now, if you're not going to control S, control L with your spies, if you're not going to play it cheap like that, maybe it is best that you don't even actually attempt to use them to get inside of any settlement, right?
Sire.
Just to keep an eye on what exactly is at each settlement. Now, of course, we can't actually attack France until the Crusade is over. Here's a little Control S before the turn end again. Many of you may give me shit for the amount of spies that have been killed, but I mean, can I really control it unless I want to sit there and cheese it and save before the entrance of every spy? I could. I choose not to. New family member Margaret, construction report. Literally, basically, nothing happening here. More longbowmen to recruit, though. And that's always nice. Wow, you haven't even talked of deserting. Okay. All right. Time for the big exploit. Let's move everybody else here.
A fine day to sail. I will only address you in battle. Come and get me, you coward.
It's actually going to be a fairly difficult battle.
Aye, sire. Yes. I will only. Ships ready.
Because of those Yamen archers. I'm not sure how or why they have Yamen.
Command me, sire.
Yes. Aye, sire.
By the way, this is what's happening.
My
In order to prevent these rebels from ruining my siege, I'm going to send one unit of infantry right there to separate me. And the rest of you are going...
orders.
Here's a tip for you. Send the cavalry first.
Move!
Send you there
They'll wish they'd never been born, sire.
and get the building going.
They're dead once we breach the walls.
And then...
My lord.
Marching to war.
No, 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 no. You
Ready, sire. My
bastards, you better at least connect. Yes, you have.
yes.
Radio. And since we cannot hope to defeat this army, honestly, they have cavalry, they have Yamen. We're going to recruit all them, and King Henry the Merciless. You're joining the Crusade finally, and you're getting some good traits. Some chivalry. From King Henry the Merciless to King Henry the Saint.
As you command, my liege. We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
Righty-o. We have this douchebag still setting watchtowers
Taking
everywhere.
the troops ashore, sire. Hail, my
Can't
king.
do it where there is a
Hail,
merchant
my
node.
king. Yes, my liege.
Fleet ready, sire.
Hail, my king.
Ships ready.
We got all of our watchtowers set over everywhere there. So we'll send you to Ireland.
Fine day to sail. Set sail.
Huh.
A fine day to sail. Yes, sir. Full
We have a
sail.
watchtower there. We have one there. It looks like... Actually, I have watchtowers everywhere. So we'll send you there.
Fine day to sail.
Right.
We can go no further this day.
Before we move anything, check Grenada. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing.
Hail, my king.
So what we're going to do is actually position our troops and get them ready for Crusade. And get them ready for should have checked. No big deal. You'll
Hail,
stay
my
there.
king.
Orders.
Where to, sire? With discretion, sire. Approaching.
Hail, my king!
Sire.
We're sending you here. Oh, good golly gee. So many troops. So many. We're positioning you here.
Yes, my liege. We shall hail, my
Here's a
king.
little tip, little trick for you. So,
Hail, my king!
first of all, let me check here. Can you recruit anything?
Hail, my king!
One cruise. One unit of
Hail, my
Crusaders.
king.
Anyways,
Sire.
so, you've just you're on Crusade. You've just conquered another territory, and you want to move your troops on, but not leave the settlement abandoned. Well, let me join and leave here.
Yes.
Once you enter a settlement,
Hail,
select
my
everybody,
king.
leave one,
Orders.
and that unit will not desert.
Hail, my king!
I promise you that he will not. Metz is pretty overpowered. I'll send you to Rame. We're going to have you in position to attack. Well, actually, Paris. Actually, Paris. Hopefully, Paris.
Hail, my king!
We're just getting them ready. We are just getting them ready.
Yes, my liege.
You
Hail,
there.
my king!
Yes.
Hail, my king!
Leave the crusade. Join the crusade. Do it all.
Yes, my liege.
More mercenaries to recruit.
With honor, sire.
Our troops are in position. Dijon is still rebel, although turns until surrender 1. France is about to take Dijon. No matter.
Hail, my king!
No matter at all. At all. Let's
Yes,
move our
my lord.
diplomats here. Again,
Yes, sire.
little bit at a time
Without
when you're not
question,
sure, because
sire.
I could run into a
Yes,
Norwegian
sire.
diplomat and save myself
Without
a lot of
question,
walking. Look
sire.
at that. You see why I did this? Novgorodian princess right there.
Yes, sire.
That saves us quite a bit of walking. I don't have to go all the way to Novgorod.
How may I help?
Trade rights, map info, regular tribute. Let's go 4 for 4. And see how that works out for us.
I am not certain.
Just
Something
accepted.
else you'd like to suggest?
Nice little alliance.
Oh, well,
Accepted.
goodbye.
And we're going to make sure that we utilize every movement point that he has, because I know that the Danes have another
Without
settlement right
question,
here that I can
sire.
trade with. I still
Tomorrow's
have
journey
2
planned
turns
out,
left to
sire.
complete this mission to send a diplomat to the
orders,
Kingdom of
sire.
Denmark.
Tomorrow's journey. Yes, my lord.
Here
Is
we
there
are.
something I can do for you, noble
Ooh,
one?
what a waste. I forgot that I already
Farewell, noble one.
did diplomacy with you. Now we're going to send you a
Yes,
little bit
sire.
at a time,
Without question.
because major
sire.
cities like Constantinople
Yes, sire.
have
Without question.
plenty
sire.
of other diplomats and
Yes,
armies
sire.
around it.
Without
Rightio.
question, sire.
Here we are on our
Your
way to
Majesty.
Portugal. And we are going to send you for trade rights, map info, regular tribute. 4 for 4. You kind of you need to make an executive decision there. See what will work for you.
This seems
Accepted.
reasonable.
All right. I
Further
probably could have done
proposals?
4 for 5 or even 5 for 5. We're offering an
It seems
alliance.
we have goodbye. It has been a pleasure.
We are still only very reliable, but
Yes, my lord.
no matter. Rightio. So I believe we've already dealt with the Aragonese, the Leonese, and the Portuguese. So we're sending you down
Yes,
to
sire.
Cordoba
I cannot do that, sire. Your Majesty.
in order to get peace with the Moors after we've taken their settlement. Do we check our construction report? Do we have a new town hall built? No new town hall. Quite yet. No new spy. Quite yet. Now, time for a nice, big, fat exploit.
Hail, my king.
We're going to take all you boys.
My lord.
Hail, my
Actually,
king.
we'll leave you.
Orders. Yes, my lord.
We're going to leave and rejoin, of course. We're going to have you join up here. Oh, let's make sure we send
Yes.
all of our
At
priests
your
and our
service.
merchant.
Traveling with your troops, my liege.
Hail, my king. Loading the ships ready.
Right. Here is the exploit of exploits when it comes to Crusades. Many of you have seen this. Many of you are familiar with this.
Fleet ready. Hail, my king.
But here we are. We are going to do the
Hail,
exploit of
my
exploits. And we are going to
Ships ready.
find a way to send this army anywhere that we want. Anywhere. Absolutely anywhere. Have I moved all of my spies? No, I haven't.
With discretion, sire. Where to, sire? Sire. Can't spy there, sire.
The exploit of exploits. All right.
Fleet ready, sire.
So what you're going to want to do is you'll want to first get them here. Next to land,
Yes, sir.
you're going to want to
Full
Control
sail.
S and then Control L. Now the reason for that is I maybe should have shown you before I Control S, Control L. In
Ships
fact,
ready.
I'll do a full thing. We'll
Hail,
just control.
my king.
So let's act as if.
Taking the troops ashore, sire. By your will, sire,
Hmm.
we shall engage.
All right.
Honor, sire.
So we're gonna redo all of this.
Loading the troops into the transport.
So do you see
sire.
how, because I press
Hail,
spacebar
my
and
king.
increase his movement speed, when he disembarks, he instantly goes. So the point is, you want them to disembark, and right as they disembark, you are slamming backspace so that they don't move any more than one tile off the ship. Now, the reason we did Control S and Control L is because if you are speeding up the movement of your troops, sorry, this may be hard to follow, it glitches out and sends them quickly rather than slowly. So we'll try that right now. We're going to right-click these rebels. So you want to take all, shift, take all of them, and make sure you attack something that you actually can attack. Since you are in Crusade, you can't attack Catholic faction. So you select a rebel army, right-click, and instantly start hitting backspace. It didn't work, right? He moved too quickly. So we are going to Control L, and we are going to do this properly. I just wanted to show you the difference. You always Control S before you attempt this. So you take your entire army, right-click on the rebel army, and start slamming backspace, right?
As you command, my liege.
So that he only moves the one tile off of the ship. Now you right-click back onto the ship,
Troops into the transport, sire.
select the first ship,
Aye, sire.
hold down Shift, and select the rest of the ships. Now move them. Only one space.
A fine day to sail.
And now look at their movement. It is a glitch. It is an exploit.
Set sail.
Shit on me if you want,
Yes,
but
full
look
sail.
at that. Now, notice I'm only moving them a little bit at a time because I don't want them to run into another navy and get trapped because then they may
Morning, sire.
desert.
We can go no
See, look at
further
that.
this day, sire.
Although luckily they're allies, it wouldn't have messed with me too badly. We're going to do this slowly but surely, little bits at a time. Unless, of course, you have Toggle Fog of War on, and then you can see everything. What I'm really worried about is more ships. I don't want more ships. A Fatimid Navy. See, if I had right-clicked, instead of doing... If I had sent him all the way, instead of doing bit by bit, I would have run in... Guaranteed I would have run into that Fatimid Navy. So you're going to do little bits at a time, unless, of course, you Toggle Foud.
go no further this day, sire.
so that you don't get
No
trapped.
more wind today, sire.
Yeah, no more wind.
We can go no further this
But
day.
he's got unlimited movement, and I'm sending
Go
you
no further this day, sire.
all the way down.
No more wind today, sire. We can go no further this day, sire.
All the way. We are ready. Marrakesh is ours. Marrakesh is ours. I fully intend to finally take the Moors down.
Yes.
Finally take Marrakech, and finally take France down as soon as possible. I was hoping before the end of this episode, but it seems that
Hail, my king.
this may necessitate the end of the episode. We've gone on far too long.
Hail, my king.
You have something in mind for our
I
people,
procrastinated
noble
much too much,
Hail, my king.
and we are just going to have to wait
Hail, my king.
to destroy France and take Marrakesh. Lot to handle here, boys. Lot to handle. But I do believe that this is the end for episode 3. I apologize. I wish that we could have actually gained some real territory in these few turns. But I do believe my wife is getting home soon. I'd like to greet her at the door and not be distracted, so I'm going to do that. Anyways, I will see you guys on episode 4. For now, this is episode 3 of the Ultimate England tutorial with Darkweaver TV. God bless you all. What's the... what is in Muslim? In order to say, go in peace. Not inshallah. That means God willing. Salam alaikum means peace be with you. Ah! Ma salama. Go in peace. Is it Mal Salama or Bal Salama? Anyways, a coworker that I met from doing ironworking. By the way, I am an iron worker. I build bridges, skyscrapers, infrastructure, anything that has concrete. It's got rebar in it. I place it. I bust it. I'm a rod buster. Anyways, while on the job, we had an inspector who was Arabic. A couple of them. One was, he calls himself Persian, even though it's Iran. He does not like the Iranian government, so he calls it Persia. We had one from Persia, one from Egypt. Both of them were fluent in Arabic, and they did teach me a few phrases other than what I learned from Medieval 2. Anyways, Ma salama, peace be with you all, and you have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in to Darkweaver TV, Episode 4, The Destruction of France, The Taking of Marrakesh, and the preparations for our real crusade on Jerusalem. Thank you guys. Signing out here at Darkweaver TV.